Hello everyone, today I'm going to talk to you why I believe that there should be counseling services in public schools. I think that counseling services is something that should be readily available to students, parents, as well as teachers and administrators. This is something that should be for both high school and elementary students. This type of service could be the difference between life and death for most kids. Unfortunately, we don't know a lot of the home lives of kids and what they go home to. We don't know if they're eating. We don't know if they have love and support. We don't even know if they're going home to parents or if they're going home alone. So I believe that counseling services would be one of the reasons, and someone that could kind of reach out to these people and see what's going on with the youth of America today and things going on inside of our schools. This would be a good way to help improve the statistics of depression and anxiety rates in high school and elementary students, and be a way and kind of a voice for them and help us to be able to get them help if they're needing it. Communication is an academic discipline that I see fitting for this topic, as well as psychology. This would offer another view on this subject. The topic of mental health and counseling is very important due to the fact that this talks about the way that we feel, the way that we act, and it stems all from our mental health. Our physical and emotional health is all tied in. This is a topic that people believe that schools do have this service, but unfortunately this isn't true. Growing up, I grew up in a small town school and we did not have this type of service. There wasn't anybody that we could talk to besides teachers if we wanted or if we were able to confide in them. Some do have this service, such as bigger schools, but unfortunately smaller schools don't have it in the budget. This is something that mental health is something that if we learn to manage it from a young age, that statistically we'll be all doing better as a society. I'm very passionate about this topic. I worked in a public school setting for 3 years as a substitute teacher and as a cheer coach. And this is kind of how I got the view on what I see today. The students there a lot of times didn't feel that they could confide in their parents. Some of the students didn't have parents and they had caretakers that weren't taking care of them, cashing in their checks, and they didn't feel like they had a voice. They didn't feel like that they could talk to anybody, and we were actually able to get the little girl removed from the current situation that she was in and placed within a loving home, and now she's in college and doing really, really well. But this may not have been her destiny and where she's at today if we wouldn't have gotten her help and if she wasn't able to confide in me to help her. There has been many courses that I've taken at Southeastern that contribute to this topic. Child and adolescent psychology, childhood trauma, and then just overall general psychology have been some things that have kind of helped me see that there is a need for counseling and for these kids that are going through traumatic events, or even sometimes just children that maybe feel like they have a good home life, but they don't have someone that can really understand and relate to what they're going through. I think that counseling services are good for everyone. I don't think that you have to have problems or going through trauma in order to receive counseling services. This is something that no matter your circumstance or what you're going through, it is good for you whether you're mentally stable or mentally unstable. There were a few academic journals and websites that contributed me finding what I found out in other people that were stating the same things that I was. One was Why We Need School Counselors and Why They Matter. This was an Educational Trust website. It's from 2022, so the statistics on it are very, very accurate. And they explain in that video why that school counselors matter and statistically what they can do to change our school settings and the mental health in our schools. Another one that I think that was really beneficial was it was called School Counseling, and it talked about different types of mental health professionals that a school could have staff to help and how we could afford them if we cut some different things out of the budget, and that really and truly, no matter what a school feels like, that is beneficial. Even if you feel like they don't have it in the budget, there's always room in the budget when it comes to mental health and protecting our young people. Thank you.